Be recording. Hold on, let me check. Yeah. I'll send in my quotes, whatever. Hi, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another horror movie because I have nothing better to do with my time. And one thing is, though, I got a new PC, well, laptop, whatever, so I don't have the same apps as I do because I'm too lazy to reinstall them. So, yeah, basically, I'm using a whole new recording thing. Yeah. Uh, No, my apologies for being gone so long. YouTube doesn't like me, I guess. Or fireworks, it thinks that they're a threat to, child safety, but let's just get on with the video. Either way, this is called Scariest Videos on the Internet You're Not Supposed to Watch Alone. And of course I'm alone, because I call this BS by Scary Comp. Shout out to this guy, because he made it, and these guys. So, yeah. So, let's just get started with it. Hopefully you guys can hear this.
Two friends stood in the hallway of a house that had already been making them uneasy. After hearing strange noises for a while, they finally decided to check the attic. Ali positioned himself directly beneath the hatch, gripping the long stick used to pull it open, while his friend filmed from a few steps back. That's when the sound started again. Heavy banging echoed from above, not scratching, not shuffling, but slow, deliberate knocks. Each one sounded forceful, almost intentional. Too controlled to be animals, too heavy to be loose pipes, and eerily timed, as if whatever was up
Is it my shit? Hold on. Okay.
there knew they were standing below.
Okay, there we go.
Escucha, hágale suavecito. Espere.
They just have one of their friends up there.
Hágale.
Which one of their friends hitting the kitty, bro?
Ali hesitated for a moment, then slowly pushed the attic door upward with the stick. The hatch creaked open, revealing nothing but darkness at first. The camera tilted upward, trying to make sense of the empty space. And then something appeared. A face suddenly emerged in the opening.
Like a girl's
Pale,
face.
unnatural,
It's like
staring straight
not that
down at them
unnatural.
from inside the attic.
It's like just a normal.
It didn't
Let me keep
speak.
replaying it.
It barely moved.
Okay. Let me pause right here. Here's the thing. This is a normal face. To just a way bigger forehead. All you gotta do is find a girl with that big of a forehead, and put some over her eyes to make it look like that, and just convince her to crawl up into an attic. Yeah, have fun to do that.
But its presence alone was enough to send both of them into instant panic. The camera jolted violently as they turned and ran, shouting in fear. Behind them, the attic door slammed shut. The footage cut shortly after. Ali later said neither of them went back up there that night. No one else was supposed to be in the house, and whatever looked down at them from that attic was never seen again. This is a family we've featured on the channel before. A family whose situation has been one of the hardest for viewers to make sense of. On the very first day of the year, while most people were sleeping peacefully or welcoming a fresh start, this family barely managed to get even an hour of rest.
Because they live in the hood, bro. That sounds like a submachine gun going off and some kids and other people crying. Like, listen. That's the gunshots. In the background, that's someone crying. That's probably the kids. Probably them. Yeah, bro, someone just getting shot up, bro, by the Mexican cartel. Well, if it's at your door, then there's probably someone banging at your door. Mexican cartel. I don't know if that's right. I don't know. Probably is. If your son trying to make a fire bee, bro. Like about the drum, and he thinks it's cool. But this is taking too long, bro. Do something already.
Espérate para allá, ya tranquilo, pues vaya. Ya, espérame.
I don't know why you're waiting.
Ya, por favor, ya. Tranquilos, no pasa nada, tranquilos.
Espérame, voy a ver allá abajo, no hay nada acá.
It's a t-shirt. I thought I was in the pub or something. Why is that bathroom like S in it? Oh, fuck. Ads.
I love Roblox, but I don't have money to spend on Robux. Good thing I have Buff.
At first glance, some people may be quick to dismiss this as staged,
Yeah.
but that reaction often comes from the outside looking in. Living with something you don't understand, something you can't control and can't escape from, creates a kind of fear that doesn't fade when the camera turns off. Many viewers keep repeating the same advice, just move. But it's never that simple. When money is tight, when the housing market is unforgiving, and when every affordable option feels just as uncertain as the place you're already in. The family says they've tried everything they know how to do. They've looked for explanations, they've searched for help, and yet whatever this is refuses to stop. For now, this is one mystery that won't let go. Manuel is exploring an abandoned school late at night, a place he's convinced is haunted after hearing about unexplained activity there for years. The building is completely silent, except for his footsteps echoing through the empty halls as he films, slowly making his way toward the area where most of the reports seem to come from. The farther he goes, the heavier the atmosphere feels, not just quiet, but tense, like the air itself is watching him.
That's getting more
Para
than
que vean
this.
que no es inventado, o sea, no tengo ningún otro dispositivo. La bocina la tengo aquí, o sea, no hay otro medio, estoy grabando con mi teléfono, un único teléfono. Y nuevamente
Chatting in
escuché ruido.
Spanish. What the fuck?
Maldita sea.
What the hell was that? How do you even click any buttons? Like click the fucking emojis. My audio's still fucking on.
Nuevamente escuché ruidos.
I clicked it at the like fucking right time or
Esta vez ya no es un niño.
oh my fucking god, those razors.
No mames.
I got an explanation for this one, guys. Some kid left his, iPod Touch in there years and years ago, plugged up, and it's still playing songs to this day. Yeah, that's his,
¡Ey!
this is iPod Touch, bro.
¿Quién está ahí?
That's his iPod Touch, bro. I'm telling you. He left it in there years and years ago.
No, seas mamón. Ay, no seas mamón.
That was actually kind of quiet. Why are those doors so quiet?
Estoy completamente solo.
Did he close it softly, or those shit have fucking padding on?
As Manuel approaches a hallway near the bathrooms, a strange high-pitched sound suddenly rings out. At first,
Yes,
it's
kid's
faint,
iPod Touch.
but sharp enough to make him stop in his tracks. He follows the noise as it guides him straight to a bathroom on the left. With every step closer, the sound changes, shifting into something worse. A quiet, drawn-out wail that sends chills through him. Manuel steps inside, whispering, "Hey?" into the darkness. That's when the wail suddenly grows much louder, echoing violently off the tiled walls. He begins checking the stalls one by one, clearly showing that they're all empty. But the moment he finishes, the sound abruptly stops. A second later, the wailing resumes again, this time coming from deeper inside the school, far beyond the bathroom he's standing in. Manuel freezes, realizing whatever made that sound wasn't trapped in one room at all. It was moving. Part 2 picks up immediately where the last clip left off. And this time, there's no mistaking how intense things have become.
My question is, where the fuck?
The noise is now
jump scare,
incredibly
bro?
loud, pouring through the building, no longer distant, no longer faint. It sounds unmistakably like a
After this, guys, I'm fine. So I'm just gonna keep fucking do analog horror, bro. This shit is fucking boring, bro. You know what? I'm gonna post like these videos today.
woman in pain, a long, strained wail that fills the halls and makes the walls vibrate.
Why is there still a fucking trash bag in there if it's abandoned?
Güey, ¿qué pedo?
That's just his iPod Touch, bro. Maybe he's taking a dookie right now. Maybe some kid went in there and he's taking a massive dookie, bro. Check this shit out. Why is there toilet paper right there and a trash bin right there? If it's an abandoned school, if I was listening, how about it wasn't?
No mames. No mames, y justamente en el baño de... ¿Quién está ahí? Ay. No, no mames. ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Qué pedo?
What the fuck? Okay. Well, I don't know why, but my microphone just went off. It was still recording though. I think, yeah. Should've been, hopefully. I don't know. I'll find out when I edit this shit. Oh yeah, I can edit this. If I'm motivated. Probably not though.
Esto ya no es normal, neta, ya no es normal.
Wait, hold on. I'm so confused.
Se sintió algo bien cabrón esta parte de aquí.
I thought this was an abandoned school. Was I not fucking listening to what he said?
No mames, clarito se está escuchando.
I can hear the guy talking, just not a fucking whale. Like it's like, yeah, but like so far away. Oh, it's not even that scary.
Salgan.
I'm gonna play fucking Flappy Bird. I'm kidding. I'm invested in this.
Es que no. Güey, ¿qué pedo? O sea, ella es aquí. Saco. ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Quién está ahí?
She's not that scary, bro. My bad. I meant to say something a while ago, but I'm fucking like. crazy.
No mames, qué putas me metí, cabrón. Hola.
Soy de
Hola.
how long is this fucking gonna last? Shit boring as hell, bro.
No, ya no hay. No hay nadie. Ya no se escuchó nada. Rayos.
As Manuel stands frozen, the bathroom stall doors in front of him begin to open on their own, one by one, fast, as if something unseen is pushing them open from the inside. That's enough to force him to retreat backward into the hallway, breathing heavily as the sound drags on longer than ever before. Just when it finally cuts out, he cautiously steps forward again. But the second he reaches the bathroom entrance, the scream erupts once more, even louder than before. Manuel later claims all this was happening around 3 in the morning. Unsure what to do, he stays where he is as the cries continue, bouncing around the building and making it impossible to pinpoint their source. He decides to check the men's bathroom on the right. But as he films inside, it becomes clear the noise isn't coming from there at all. Suddenly, it shifts again, pulling him back toward the women's bathroom. Only
wants to
now
be in
it
the
sounds
bathroom.
different, less like screaming,
I'm not listening, bro. I'm
and
trying to
more
record a video.
like someone violently gagging or vomiting behind the walls. Moments later, the agonizing screams return at full volume. Manuel calls out "Hola" several times, his voice shaking, but there's no response. Then, for the longest stretch of the night, everything goes completely silent. Taking that as his chance, Manuel slowly backs away, never turning his back, before finally leaving the building altogether. Whatever was inside didn't follow him out, but the sounds he captured were more than enough to convince him to never return. A woman was just about to take a shower when her friend FaceTimed her. During the call, the friend jokingly teased her about the way she had wrapped her hair before hanging up. Laughing it off, she decided to rewrap it properly and record a quick video to send back as proof that she could do it better this time. But while she was recording, something completely unexpected happened.
Scared.
Watch closely.
No, I promise you it's clean.
From her reaction alone, you can tell just how badly this shook her. And honestly, it's hard to blame her. She had already heard unsettling stories from neighbors in the building, reports of curtains moving on their own, unexplained knocking late at night, and even sounds coming from rooms no one was inside. So when her own curtains suddenly began moving violently, not gently swaying, but tugging hard as if someone were deliberately pulling it, panic set in immediately. This didn't look like air movement, it didn't look accidental. And in that moment, running was the only thing she could think to do. But if whatever caused that movement had already crossed into her apartment, many people argue that running alone wouldn't solve anything. So what do you think? Was this a one-time incident? Or is this something she should start taking very seriously?
I've been playing Among Us this whole fucking time, bro. Shit, bro. I'm kidding. I haven't been playing Among Us.
A group of explorers decided to check out an old abandoned school. The kind of place where every hallway feels frozen in time, and every classroom looks like the students simply stood up one day and never came back. They were there for the architecture, the decay, the eerie silence that only places like this seem to hold. While filming, they believed they were only capturing peeling paint, dusty desks, and empty corridors. But they had no idea they'd recorded something far more unsettling. Have a look. Right there at the end of the hallway, something appears. An apparition that looks disturbingly like a small child. They didn't notice it while filming. It wasn't until later, reviewing the footage, that they realized what had been standing there the entire time. Some say childlike apparitions are rarely what they seem. And while it didn't move toward them, didn't follow them, and didn't react in any obvious way, the most unsettling part is knowing it was there, silent, watching. And that makes this one of the most chilling discoveries they've captured so far. This footage was captured by a home security camera. Annalisa was left completely shaken by what she discovered. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but when she reviewed the footage, something stood out immediately. Have a look.
Camera recording.
In the first recording, it almost looks like a figure casually walking through the frame. There's no rush, no panic, just movement where no one should be. Then comes the second clip. A voice can be heard clearly whispering a single word. Eric. What makes this especially unsettling is the timing. This happened less than 2 minutes after Annalisa's husband, Eric, had just left for work. Many people believe hearing your name when you're alone can mean different things. Some say it's a spirit trying to get your attention. Others believe it's mimicry, an entity copying familiar voices to lure or provoke a response. There's also the psychological explanation, how the mind can fill silence with what it expects to hear. But that theory doesn't sit quite right when the voice is captured on camera. So what do you think this was? A coincidence? A call? Or something that knew Eric's name a little too well? A couple begins to notice strange, unexplained movement inside their home. It starts subtly, items not being where they were left, an uneasy feeling when certain rooms go quiet, and moments where it feels like someone else is present, even when they're alone. One evening, one of them notices something she's absolutely certain about. The blinds in one room are open, even though she clearly remembers closing them. She shuts the blinds again and leaves the room. Minutes later, she returns. The blinds are open. This time, instead of brushing it off, she stays. She pulls out her phone and starts recording, hoping to catch what's causing it. Watch closely.
Is it me or is that shit company? Let me pause this shit, cause
Right now.
is it me?
Yes.
Oh my god, baby. Baby,
No, you don't want it.
is it me or the opening?
Yes, to see.
Fill up their water thing. And
After the video was shared, explanations quickly followed. Some suggested the blinds might be loose or no longer tight enough, slowly slipping open on their own. Others speculated that someone could have been standing outside the window, but when she stepped outside to check for footprints or any sign of someone nearby, there was nothing. No marks, no disturbance, nothing that could explain it. What makes this harder for the couple to dismiss is that this isn't the only strange thing they've experienced. They've openly said they believe they're gifted with sight, able to sense and even see spirits. Because of past experiences, they're already open to the idea that the paranormal is very real. They've encountered unexplained events outside their home as well, moments that only reinforce that belief. One experience in particular stands out. Shortly after their nephew Nick lost his best friend, they took him to the park to spend some time together. While they were there, something unexpected was captured. Watch and listen closely.
Oh, wait.
This is a video of our nephew at the park, and his best
Y'all
friend
so fucking
had
woman.
recently died. Let us know what you hear.
She looks fucking crap. No. No, she looks like a fucking extraterrestrial. I tell you what, bro. What the fuck is up with her eyes? Damn.
Get up! Ow, my head!
The fucking got
Got hurt twice.
Some people hear a voice saying, "Nick, I love you." Others believe it says,
Yeah, I hear the heart of you.
"I can help you." Was this a comforting message meant only for him, or something else entirely trying to make contact? Let me know what you heard. This clip was captured inside an old school by a man who works there overnight. Once everyone leaves, his job is simple. Walk the halls, check each classroom, make sure everything is locked and exactly where it should be. During one of those quiet night shifts, he began hearing sounds coming from a bathroom down the hall. Not distant echoes or random noises, but the kind you'd expect if someone was actively using it. Water running, movement, subtle sounds bouncing off the tiled walls. At first he stood outside and waited, assuming someone would eventually come out. But minutes passed, and no one did. When he finally decided to step inside, this is what he saw.
So, someone turned the water on. And so it's just some punks in the fucking grass and thing around.
Vamos aquí.
Just some punk ass bitches playing in the bathroom, bro. I'm telling you. I'm making a fucking video. It's not even that
Entraba a
fucking
checar
big.
que ya no había nadie.
30 minutes and
Todo
1 second
cerrado
of nothing fucking horrifying. It's
Es una escuela.
shit.
Una escuela de noche. En Estados Unidos,
Fucking
que
blow.
tiene muchos
Fucking brains
años esta escuela ya.
bro. In Minecraft.
Es una escuela muy viejita.
Let me blow your brains out afterwards.
The obvious explanation would be faulty plumbing or pressure buildup in an old building.
Oh yeah, because
But in a place that was supposed to be completely empty,
yeah,
it didn't feel like a malfunction. It felt more like something repeating a routine, one that never really stopped. I'll leave you to be the judge on this one. A woman had been collecting antique dolls for years, slowly building an impressive collection inside her home. For a long time, everything seemed normal. The dolls stayed where she left them.
Cool.
Nothing felt out of place.
Cool.
But eventually, she began noticing something she couldn't explain. Some of the dolls appeared to move on their own.
That's cool.
At first, she convinced herself it was just her imagination.
That's cool.
Maybe she misremembered where she placed them.
Oh, fucking
But the movements
tired of this
kept
fake
happening.
shit, bro.
Then came the sounds. Children's laughter echoing through empty rooms. No one else home. No toys turned on. Things took a darker turn after she had a baby. Worried for her child's safety, she installed baby monitors throughout the house. That's when she started capturing something far more unsettling.
Where do you go?
Ghostly figures
Here's what I don't understand. Why don't you guys just call them fucking cameras? If it's in a baby's room, it's a camera. If it's recording the baby, it's a camera, not a baby monitor. A baby monitor would be something that monitors a baby, which is the same thing as a camera, except a camera. I'm having a motherfucking stroke. Hold the fuck on. Never mind. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and continue the video.
appearing near the crib, shapes lingering where no one should be. One day, while driving, she decided to record something unusual involving one of her dolls. Watch closely.
Freaking insane update, y'all. The doll is back with us. Not the one that was stolen, but the one that we managed to wash our hands of by giving away. I had to drive 20 minutes away and come pick up this damn doll. And I never, ever, ever wanted to put this doll in my car. Ever. The only time it's ever been in my car is when I picked it up for the very first time. It has not been in my car. I think where I messed up is when we first got the dolls and we seen that something was attached to them and that something was haunting them. I made the mistake of being like, don't hurt us, we'll take care of you. This is before I had kids now. So I've done made this doll, or whatever's attached to this damn doll, promises that we will always take, because me and my husband were like, it's a little girl attached to this.
The video shows the doll sitting upright in the passenger seat. At first, it appears completely still. Then, it begins to move. Subtle at first, but gradually the motion becomes more deliberate. While some of the movement could be explained by the car being in motion, not all of it lines up. Certain shifts don't match the road, the turns, or the vibration of the vehicle. They look intentional. The woman later explained that she believes this particular doll is haunted by the spirit of a young girl, and after everything she's experienced inside her home, she's not ruling anything out. So what do you think? Could this doll really be possessed? Or is there another explanation hiding in plain sight? Either way, let's hope her baby remains safe with this kind of energy lingering around their home. A man is trying to understand why his younger daughter is absolutely terrified of a specific toy. Every time she sees it, she cries. When it's brought closer, she screams and tries to get away, refusing to stay in the same room.
Guys, please don't report me. I really like my channel. If I get another fucking child safety fucking strike, I'm gonna blow my brains out. We'll just post my like my videos to another website. Hopefully the louder oh my, hopefully louder there. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, just don't report me, please. I like this channel.
With it, she won't touch it. She won't look at it for more than a moment, and she becomes visibly distressed whenever it's nearby. What makes this even stranger is that this reaction doesn't happen with any of her other toys. Only this one. One evening, hoping to get to the bottom of what's causing such a strong response, the father brings the toy out again with the help of his older daughter. As they interact with it, he suddenly notices something unsettling. Watch closely.
Okay, pull the string.
Okay.
Let it go slow. All right, now do it regularly. All right, I'll do it again, but a little slower.
Before jumping to conclusions, it's important to understand what this toy actually is. Viewers quickly pointed out that it's a 1985 second-generation Care Bear, one of the early talking toys. Unlike modern toys that use digital electronics, these older models relied on mechanical sensors. The slower the pull string retracts, the slower the internal cylinder turns. This can cause the voice to stretch, warp, and distort, similar to forcing a vinyl record to slow down mid-play. Back when these toys were first released, many parents complained about how unsettling they sounded. Some even described the voices as disturbing or downright demonic. But that's not where the concern ends. Some people took the theory much further, pointing to the symbols on the Care Bear's belly, known as belly badges. According to certain beliefs, these symbols resemble markings used in voodoo practices, thought to act as spiritual beacons or invitations for specific entities. Others dismiss this as coincidence or overinterpretation. But those who believe in spiritual sensitivity argue that children are often far more perceptive to energies adults ignore. So, if this little girl reacts so strongly to this specific toy, is it really just the distorted voice? Or is she sensing something else entirely? I'll let you be the judge.
Well, guys, it appears that I have finished these pussy-ass videos. No offense to Scarecom. You probably have way better videos than this. Hopefully. Let me check out these comments. No. There's only 2 comments. Okay, but this was also 10 hours ago. But anyways, guys, adios, and I'm not gonna edit this because I don't have motivation anymore. These were pussy ass videos.